Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, a big welcome to you. So today I'll be doing a LOC Q&A. I have compiled a good number of questions that I get asked on my YouTube channel and also on Instagram. So I think I have about like 14 questions. So I'm gonna try to get through them without having this video be super long. So let's see. So I'm gonna go right to it. So my first question is how to prevent starter locks from unraveling. Okay, so personally, I would say that when you wash your hair, you should wash your hair in parts. So don't wash your whole head all together. So you divide your hair up in 4 parts, just like you would when your hair was loose natural, and wash your hair in sections. Be gentle, be very gentle. That's a key. Be gentle when you wash your hair in parts, and that way you would reduce the risk of your hair unraveling. Would it prevent your hair from unraveling? No, you always have unraveling issues, but it would at least reduce the risk of your hair unraveling too much. And then when you're done washing your hair, you just retwist your hair back. If you have comb coils, I can't really say too much to that, more other than you do the same thing. Do your hair in sections, be gentle, and palm roll it back together. I personally start my locks with 2-strand twist, so that's what I would do. I would split my hair in 4 and wash my hair like that, and also pay attention to my scalp, make sure my scalp is clean, and then wash the rest of my hair and then put it back up in a scrunchie, move on to the next section. Next question. I interlock. So I interlock. How do you know when it's time to interlock again? I do not want to cause damage to my dreads. My rule of thumb for this, I don't go off of every 2 weeks or every month or whatever, because sometimes my hair grow in different waves, I would say. Like sometimes it grow quicker than some months. My rule of thumb is if I can put 2 fingers in my new growth, obviously I can't do it now because I have it's already interlocked like a few days ago, sorry. So my rule of thumb is if you can take 2 fingers and comfortably fit it inside of your new growth, then I would say you can interlock. Never interlock too often. Give your hair time to get full. Like for example, and this is another question that I actually have on here of does interlocking make your hair thin, which the answer is no. So I'm going to show you now that when you interlock, it's really tight, not tight, but it's smaller in volume, in width at the root. When you leave your hair alone and not interlock too quickly, you allow the interlocked area to get full and be the same width as the rest of your locks. So see here, it's really full. My hair is not thinning, so interlocking did not damage my hair, but it's quite small at the root. See that? But over time, with the frizziness, it would slowly get full. So the frizz is good because that's really what's going to start wrapping around the interlocked area and just make it more full. So that's my answer to that. Next question. You have an accent. Where are you from? Okay. So I'm Jamaican. I live in New York City, but I'm Jamaican. I've been in the US since 2005, I believe. So that's your answer to that. Okay, next question. How soon after getting started locks can I wash my hair? Now, I would say this. Wash your hair the same way you normally would before you locked your hair. I mean, when I say the same way, I mean if you had just in routine. So if you used to wash your hair every 2 weeks, wash your hair every 2 weeks. I know it's the big myth out there that, oh, when you have starter locks, you shouldn't wash your hair. It's not true. Wash your hair. Do not go around with stinky, dirty hair. All you're gonna do is cause breakout in your skin and probably cause other problems. Wash your hair, and to be honest with you, the more you wash your hair, the quicker it lock up. Even though people disagree with that, it's true. Wash your hair. Next question. What products can I use for my locks? I personally use Dr. Locks products. You don't have to, but that's the products that I use. If you're starting out, I wouldn't use conditioner or stay away from it, because conditioner is a detangler, so all it's gonna do is unravel your locks. So shampoo and oils were, were my friends in the beginning. And then to moisturize my hair, I used to use rose water. Mix rose water with my favorite oils, and that's basically what I would do. I will post links to my previous videos below to help answer some of these questions in more detail, because I do have videos on how to moisturize your hair, what products to use and stuff like that, so that can answer those in a little bit more detail. Brands, however, I do prefer Dr. Locks because they have a good range and they're really great products. Next question. Can I put braids over my starter locks when it starts to get frizzy? The answer is no. Do not put braids in your hair over your locks. All you're going to do is confuse your locks, make your locks get all crinkly, and mess with the form. When you're in your starter locks phase, you can't really experiment too much like that. Let your hair form, let your hair bud properly. Let your locks mature in a really nice way. Leave the braids, like, leave it alone. As it relates to frizziness, you can always wrap your loose hair around itself, and I have a video on how to tame your frizz, so I'll put that below to help you with the frizziness. But don't put braids over your locks. I know people do that when they have like much more mature locks. I personally haven't, but I wouldn't mess with my starter locks. Next question. Is it safe to color your locks? I do not want to damage my locks. So I think coloring your locks can damage your locks. However, I think if you do it if you do it the right way, like if you use colors that are not damaging, like ammonium-free products. I personally have not colored my hair, so I don't want to answer this one too much. I would say though that if I do color my hair, I probably wouldn't do it myself. I would probably go to a loctician because they know what they're doing as it relates to color. I am not great at coloring. I colored my hair when I was loose natural, and it didn't fan out properly, so I don't want to give advice on something that I know I'm not a novice on. Next question. When interlocking, can I do it on dry? Can I do it on dry hair? I would say no. Never, ever, ever. Let me say this again. Never, ever, ever do interlocking, any kind of interlocking activity on dry hair. Never. Okay. Always have your spritz bottle so you can spritz your roots when you feel like it's a little dry, because you do not want to cause unnecessary tension, pulling on dry natural roots. Like it's gonna be bad. Okay, so you're gonna be breaking your hair, you're gonna be causing tension to your scalp, and you don't want to cause any problems. Also, if you do interlocking on dry hair, no, just don't do it. The answer is no. Okay. You mentioned a few times that you have a regular 9-to-5 job and not a full-time blogger. Can you share what you do? Oh boy. That's a big one. I do have a 9-to-5. I have a 9-to-5 job, technical 9-to-5 job. I am a regulatory affairs packaging manager for a large food and beverage company. So I have a global position. So my even though it's a 9-to-5, I tend to be at the computer a lot throughout the day and night because of time zone issues. But my job is a lot. If you would like me to go in more detail about what I do, or share career journey, then let me know and I can make a video just on that, because to answer this one question will take will take up the whole video. But yes, I do have a regular job. I do blog on the side. Sometimes once or twice a month I can get time to do it because I have a son who needs attention, and I have a job and a husband. And being a homeschool teacher, which I did not volunteer for because of the pandemic, also takes away from my time. But yes, blogging is just something, blogging and YouTube and all that stuff is just something that I like to do. Okay. How long have you been locked, and how many locks do you have? How do you, oh wait, I have to break this up. This is a lot of questions in one. Okay, how long have you been locked, and how many locks do you have? I've been locked almost 5 years, so November coming will make 5 years. I think I started off with like 113 or so. I remember it was like a odd number. I have combined a few, so I have no idea how much I have now, but I probably have maybe 110 or something. The other part of her question was, how do you do the retwists how do you retwist the ones in the back? I like your size. So the back is tricky, so I always make sure that I don't have any hairs next. Let me see if I can turn around. I don't have any hair like next to what I'm doing. So if I'm doing this one here, I make sure that the rest of the hair this way and this way is in a scrunchie, because you don't want to be interlocking and accidentally put this one inside of the one next to it. If you see what I'm saying, like you can easily make a mistake like that. I have made a mistake like that, which just end up with me breaking a good piece of my hair. I end up fixing it later on, but it's a pain in the butt. So I would always say, make sure that you only have like one hair out. And a lot of times, like I'll do my hair up and basically work on one at a time, and then put it away. That way I'm not like causing confusion or messing up, you know, the back of my head. So that's what I would say. You can always use a mirror as well, but I don't have that kind of patience. Okay. My locks are super frizzy. How can I tame them? Should I trim the sides? Okay, so again, I'll put a link below of my video on how to tame your locks. However, the answer to trimming the sides of your locks is a big no. Never trim your frizz away, because you need your frizz to go back inside your lock and help your lock to be strong. So I would say, if you go to a loctician and she pulls the scissors out, please stop that person from trimming your locks. They can tame it. They can take the lock, take the frizz. Let me see if I can find a frizzy one for you. They can take the frizz and wrap it around. So okay, so like this, I have a decent amount. If I pull it out, this is a decent amount of frizz, right? You take the frizz and then you just wrap it around itself. And to be honest, a loctician should be really faster with doing this. So you see now there's no frizz, right? You can do this technique too, where you hold it taut and you have the frizz wrap around. You can also palm roll. I'm not a good palm roller. I have more control when I'm holding the frizz itself in my hand and physically wrapping it around itself. So that's what I would say to that. Do not trim your sides. Do not allow a loctician to put scissors to your hair unless you went into the chair to get a haircut. Okay? All right. Okay. How did you start your locks? I want locks, but don't know if I need to go to a loctician. So I started my locks with 2-strand twist, like I said. I twisted it up myself. I don't think you need a loctician to start your locks unless you want to do comb coils. If you want to do comb coils, then I would say go to a loctician, because there's like technique to like do it with the comb and that stuff. I know nothing about that life. But for 2-strand twist, I wouldn't go to a loctician. I would twist it myself. If you have a friend, a sister, a cousin, a mother, somebody, a friend that can, you know, put some 2-strand twist in your hair, you help them to you know, show them the size that you want, and let somebody help you, or do the front that you can do, and then let somebody else do the back. I wish I did that though. I wish I had somebody to help me do the back and the middle, because the front is a completely different size from the middle. I don't know if I can show you middle. See, my middle is much fatter than, say, one in the front, or even worse, one in the back. See? Hold on. See, that's two different sizes. See that? So if I had somebody to do it with me, to do it for me, then I would have had, you know, even even parts all throughout my head. But whatever, I still love my hair. It's really a trial and error experience, and I've enjoyed my lock journey. So yeah. Okay, last question. Oh, actually, I have two questions. This one says, what are your regrets? What are your regrets that you find with your locks? I don't think I have any regrets, to be honest. I think I've tried everything. I've tried palm rolling, I've tried interlocking. I think I know what fits. I don't think I regret anything. Oh, actually, I do regret something. I regret, like I said, not having somebody to help me to twist my hair when I started. So that's pretty much my my, you know, regret. If that's yeah, that's my regret. The other question. Your channel seems to be about locks, but you also have other stuff like fashion hauls. What is your channel about? Okay. So my channel is a lifestyle blog. However, you know, locks here, all that stuff is a part of me. So that's really where Glam Natural Life started. I made sure to name it Glam Natural Life, so I'm not stuck to hair, but hair have really taken it over. But I do like other things. I do love fashion. I used to be a model before before my professional life. And so I love fashion, I love cooking, I love a lot of different things, and I would like to figure out a way to, you know, to share bits and pieces of myself. So yeah, it is a lifestyle blog, but right now it's just a lot of, you know, locks and hair and stuff. But yeah, you will see content on other things. So yeah. Okay, so last question. What have you enjoyed most about your lock journey? And the question to that is, I have enjoyed learning to care for my hair myself. I have enjoyed learning how to do my hair, learning what my hair likes. I've enjoyed sharing what I learned with you. And I think that's the most rewarding part of it, because I realized that I struggled a little bit in the beginning, and then I kind of like hope that from me sharing how I handle my locks and how I do my routine and stuff, that you won't have to go through that. So I would say the most rewarding part of all of this is just me doing the experimentation on my hair, so that you kind of don't have to. Me learning the different techniques of how to interlock and stuff, so that I can teach you how to do it properly, so that you're not scared of interlocking, or you know, have somebody do it for you and mess up your hair and stuff. So so anyway, yes, I would say that I just like the fact that it provided the avenue for me to talk to you. Short and sweet, that's it. I like that this whole lock journey have allowed me a reason to be sitting in front of my camera and talking to you. I feel like I know you guys, even though I kind of don't physically, but it's just really been cool, you know, to be able to share and connect, and I really feed off of your comments. So please, I beg that you comment below with any questions that I did not answer today, and I will make sure that that I answer them, that I reply back and answer you. And also, if I feel like your question deserve a video in itself, then I'll do that as well, you know. So yeah, and if you have not yet been subscribed, please subscribe. I see from my analytics that like 20% of my my viewers are actually subscribers, which is crazy. So please, if you're not yet subscribed, please, please, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you know when I make new videos. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching my video today. I'll try to post another one as soon as I can. As I said, I do have a real job. That's a real taxing. And again, if you want me to do a video on what I do, or on career journey, or how you can switch careers and stuff like that, then let me know, because I've been through all of that. I think in the last 5 years being at this company, I've changed careers 3 times. I think I landed where I really want to be, though, so I think it's good. But anyway, if you want me to share anything else, then please let me know. Like, you know, comment below, send me an email. Like, just, you know, all my stuff is below in the description box. So so anyway, I know this video is like super long. It's probably like 20 minutes or something. I'm gonna let you guys go. But I just want you guys to know that I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. You give me the drive to to do these videos and to keep going. So mwah.